Online dating has become the norm. But behind the convenience of a swipe lies something darker, something dangerous. These are 6 real horror stories from people who trusted someone they met online and barely made it out. Some involve obsession, others deception, and a few are far more sinister. These stories are not for the faint of heart. So, if you're home alone, maybe double-check your doors. Let's begin. Story 1 by Leah. I met a guy named Aaron on a dating app. He seemed normal, funny, charming, and lived only 20 minutes away. After a week of texting and calling, we agreed to meet for coffee. It was daytime, public place. I figured it was safe. When I got to the cafe, he was already there, smiling, but right away something felt off. He kept glancing at the door. His hands were shaking slightly. I asked if he was okay, and he said, "You're prettier than I expected. I was worried you might bail." Flattered but weirded out, I laughed it off. After coffee, he insisted on walking me to my car. I said I was fine, but he followed anyway. As I unlocked my car, I noticed a second guy in a hoodie standing 2 spaces away. I froze. Aaron suddenly looked anxious and said, "Okay, maybe next time." Then he ran off, and so did the man in the hoodie. I'm convinced I narrowly escaped being kidnapped. I reported the incident to the app, but Aaron's profile vanished overnight. Story 2 by James. I matched with a woman named Candace. She was gorgeous, local, and really into me. After only 3 days of messaging, she invited me to her house for dinner. When I got there, the house was dark except for one dim light in the hallway. I texted her that I was outside. She responded with, "Come in, the door's unlocked." Cautiously, I stepped inside. "Candace?" I called. No response. I walked a little further. Suddenly, I heard footsteps upstairs. Then, a loud slam. I turned to leave, and a man rushed down the stairs yelling, "What are you doing in my house?" I screamed that I was invited. He grabbed me and threw me out. As I drove away shaking, Candace texted, "Did you meet my brother?" I blocked her immediately. Later, I realized the address she gave wasn't hers. I still don't know what the plan was, but I never used that app again. These stories are real, and they get even more disturbing. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more terrifying real-life stories. And if you have a chilling story to share, send it to the email in the description below. And if you have a chilling story to share, send it to mrcrypticfilesemail.com. We might feature it in a future video. Now, let's continue. Story 3 by Anya. I matched with a man named Kyle. We talked for about a month before deciding to meet at a local bar. He showed up late, clearly drunk, and kept talking about his ex. I told him I didn't feel comfortable, and I left. That night, I got a message from a random Instagram account. "You think you're better than me?" Then another, and another. Dozens of accounts with no profile pictures kept messaging me. 2 days later, I noticed someone had been outside my apartment window. There were cigarette butts on my balcony, and I don't smoke. The next night, I woke up to my doorknob rattling. I screamed and called the police. Whoever it was had run by the time they arrived. I never saw Kyle again, but for weeks, I felt watched. Story 4 by Chris. I was on a dating site that's supposed to connect people by personality. I matched with a woman named Vanessa. She was smart, well-read, and very into true crime, like me. We bonded quickly, but after a few phone calls, I started feeling uneasy. She asked extremely specific questions. "Would you ever date someone with a criminal record?" "What's the worst thing you've ever done to someone?" Then she admitted something. She had previously been arrested for stalking her ex. I nervously laughed and asked if she was joking. She wasn't. When I ghosted her, she showed up at my work. She acted like we were together. My coworkers were confused. She sat in the lobby for hours. Eventually, I had to file a restraining order. She had taken pictures of my house, memorized my schedule, and even befriended my neighbors, all from a single match. Story 5 by Tyler. This one isn't about me, but about my roommate. He'd been talking to a girl online named Elise. After about 2 weeks, he brought her over. She was polite, quiet, and honestly a little weird. That night, I woke up around 3 a.m. and found Elise standing in the hallway, just staring at our bathroom door. I asked if she was okay, and she replied, "Sometimes I hear things at night. You should be careful." I told my roommate the next day, and he brushed it off. 2 days later, I came home to find the apartment trashed. My roommate was bleeding. Elise had attacked him with a kitchen knife when he tried to break things off. She had hidden the knife under her pillow. She's in jail now. He never told me, but apparently she had been tracking his phone for weeks before they even met. Story 6 by Mel. This happened just last year. I was talking to a guy who lived in a nearby town. We finally met up for a movie night. He seemed normal, but something about him was cold. After the movie, he asked to use my bathroom. He was in there for a long time. I finally knocked and he opened the door, smiling. He said, "Sorry, just taking care of something." He left shortly after. The next day, I went into the bathroom and noticed the mirror had been moved slightly. Behind it was a small hole in the wall. Inside it, a hidden camera. I reported him to the police, but they couldn't find the device. It was gone when they arrived. He deleted all his accounts and vanished. I have no idea where he is now, or how many people he's done that to. These stories remind us that not everyone online is who they claim to be. So, if you ever get that gut feeling, trust it. It might save your life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more. And again, if you have a chilling story to share, send it to the email in the description below. Stay safe out there, because you never know who's on the other side of the screen.